For signs, your aura is strong. There are no flames without friction, no strength without struggle, and no true aura without war. Life is not a gentle stroll beneath a clear sky. We walk under shadows, though not the kind cast by trees at sunset, or by towering buildings under the noon sun. No, these are shadows of our own making. They are born from anger, from fear, from vanity, and from that quiet, restless desire to become more than what we are. And yet, there are a few among us who move differently. They don't demand attention, they don't announce themselves with fanfare. Still, when they enter a room, the air shifts. People notice, though they can't quite explain why. It's not the words they say. It's not even the way they stand. It's their presence, an invisible gravity that pulls the world toward them. That is the mark of a strong aura. But let's strip away the illusions. This is not some mystical glow, not a shimmering halo seen by the gifted few. A strong aura is something far more real and far more difficult to earn. It is the unseen weight of a person who has mastered themselves. Someone who has fought their battles in silence. Someone who has learned to bury chaos alive, to keep it beneath the surface where it can no longer rule them. And there are 4 unmistakable signs that you carry such an aura. Signs that cannot be faked, because they are carved into you through discipline, pain, and relentless self-examination. 1. You do not react. You, Governor Seneca once wrote, "A man is as wretched as he has convinced himself that he is." Those with a strong aura do not flinch when insulted. They don't bark back at criticism. They don't shatter under pressure. Why? Because their mind is not a fragile leaf tossed by the wind, is the wind itself. Anyone can react. Anyone can raise their voice, throw a fist, slam a door. That is the easiest thing in the world. But to pause, to breathe, to look inward and ask, what part of me is being touched right now, and why? That is rare. That is mastery. A strong aura is forged in the moments when your emotions scream for release, but your expression remains still. When rage bangs at the door of your heart and you leave it unanswered. That's not weakness. That's dominion over yourself. Epictetus said, anyone can hold the helm when the sea is calm, but storms reveal the truth. Captain, and if you have a strong aura, you have stood through storms without losing your course. Point 2. You walk alone and you are not empty. The man with a strong aura is never lonely, because he is never in poor company. He knows himself. He can sit in a quiet room with no one to talk to and feel no discomfort. He does not chase approval like a thirsty man crawling toward a mirage. He doesn't feel the need to explain every pause, to justify every silence, to convince others of who he is. Understand this, some auras are strong, not because they shine brightly, but because they don't need to shine at all. Marcus Aurelius, ruler of the Roman Empire, once reminded himself, look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. For a strong man, solitude is not an emptiness, it is a crucible, a place where the mind is refined and the spirit is strengthened. Silence is not something to fear, it is something to command. We use it to sharpen the blade of thought, to strip away illusions, to hear the whispers of clarity beneath the chaos of the world. The man who walks alone and walks upright is a man who has met himself in the dark and did not look away. And when you have faced yourself without flinching, you carry a strength no crowd can give and no crowd can take away. 3. You are untouchable by praise or blame. Praise is a drug it in, blame is a chain it binds, and both, if you swallow them whole, are illusions. A strong aura is not swayed by either. Such a person stands rooted in an inner fortress, one that no one else can see. Its walls are built stone by stone, through honesty, through failures faced head-on, and through a commitment to examine oneself without mercy or excuse. Cleanthes, the second head of the Stoic school, declared, lead me, Zeus, and you, fate, wherever you have assigned me, I shall follow. Without hesitation, when you have a strong aura, you stop dancing to the rhythm others set for you. You find your own beat carved from duty, guided by reason. grounded in what is right rather than what is popular. You become immune to manipulation because no one can give or take away what you have already earned within. We are not here to please. We are not here to bend. We are here to endure and to transform. That is what makes you unshakable. 4. You turn pain into power. There is a quiet, dangerous beauty in those who smile through scars, not because they feel nothing, but because they refuse to let pain define them. The fourth sign your aura is strong is this: suffering does not make you bitter. It makes you sharper. Where others collapse under grief, you rise. Not because it's painless, but because you have learned the sacred truth: pain is not your enemy. Your enemy is your attachment to comfort. Musonius Rufus wrote, "No one is free who has not mastered himself." We do not seek comfort, we seek clarity. And clarity often comes wrapped in discomfort. Every wound is a test. Every test is a forge. A strong aura is never inherited. It is burned into being through fire, through loss, through the relentless choice to keep moving forward. So when the world breaks you open, do not simply survive, transmute. Let your anguish become your altar. Let your past become your power. We are not the victims of fate. We are its sharpened answer. If these words resonate with you, then you already carry a spark of that strong aura within you. Feed it, guard it, let it grow. Because the weight you carry is not a curse, it is your crown. And if you want more wisdom to guide your journey, subscribe to Stoic Verse. Your path is yours alone, but you do not have to walk it unarmed.